Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the fall garden and how we're getting everything kind of getting into gear because it's fall. Yesterday's the first day of fall, so it's going to be kind of the time of the year we have to get things going. We're trying to beat the cold weather. Now the beans, I have been putting some fertilizer on them. They do got better color to them now. Something's been eating on them. There is mole crickets. That's the stuff that's right in here because this was wet. They've been crawling underneath it. Maybe they're causing some problems. Maybe cutworms. I'm not sure. So I might put got some spinosad bait that I might put down on them, just trying to knock those back. Like I said, I'm not real sure exactly what it is, but something in the soil. But they are starting to look better. It was a lack of nutrients. If we get a good rain, I think that fixes everything, but we may not get the rain. Over here, here's the watermelons, and I was looking, I didn't check, somewhere over here is a watermelon. There it is. Two of them side by side. So they're starting, it's about twice or three times the size they were 2 days ago. So we still got a chance for the watermelons. I'm still hoping that they'll go ahead and produce. And we're going to find out. You are seeing a little bit of disease problems up there in the middle, but hopefully that'll be okay. I might try to put a little bit of water in them. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I did go ahead and get this wheel hold up over here. So this has gotten ready for whatever I decide to plant here. If it's the carrots, I may do onions over here or the brassicas. The brassicas won't be a problem because I can plant them now and then they're going to come off in December. So whatever else, wherever I plant the brassicas, I can still plant the spring crop. If I plant the onions or the carrots, those are going to take into the spring. So whatever I plant now, I won't be able to plant the same thing there in the early spring garden. So I do have to kind of figure that out. But this is kind of where the next part is probably going to be. Now let's go. We'll show a look at the lemonade tree, and then we'll go on over to showing what the brassicas look like. Just a quick look at the Jiu-Jitsu tree. It is loaded down with fruit this year. The trees are getting really heavy, so hopefully we won't get any big winds that breaks any limbs. But these should start coming off sometime in December, so still got a couple more months before they start ripening. But even back on the north side of the tree, we've also got fruit too. So like I said, they're looking good. And this is going to be a pretty successful year for the Jiu-Jitsu. I really like this tree. It really produces a lot. It's been able to survive the winter. And just showing how that's going. That's going up to the front yard. Okay, this is the front bed, raised bed. This is where I planted the carrots. And whatever ate the carrots, ate all of them. So one thing I'm going to do is go ahead and pop this up because earlier we had problems with roots. But you notice I'm not hitting a bunch of roots like I did last time. There's some old roots in there. But last time when I dug here, there's roots all up in here. I'm not seeing the roots. It's also kind of moist. The problem that kind of concerns me is on the final tomato plant. It looks like this. Take this out. We'll pull this out. What I'm not seeing, I don't see any type of nematodes or anything on the roots. You are seeing a lot of this right here. I think that's part of the disease. I think it's some type of wilt in it, which is bad, but wilt lasts a while. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to plant the carrots. Just that's what I started doing. I think I'm going to be okay since it's not nematodes. And how I'm going to do that, I've got at Walmart, they did have this on sale. This is the Timberline cow manure and compost. It was $1.50 a piece at my Walmart. And then you got the old black cow. It wasn't on sale. and it was $5. So let's look, and I have not done this yet. Let's look, see what they look like. I will say this is much heavier than the Black Cow. And I can tell right off the bat, it's got a lot of soil in it. See that? You know, it's got a lot of sand in it. So that's how they're filling that stuff up. Because that's not that soil. You see a little bit of rocks in it? And that's not horrible, but it's not top quality compost. I will say that. And it's got soil in it, it's got sand in it. So that's how they're probably selling it cheaper. I think regular price is like $2.50 to $3. Now let me cut open the Black Cow. See what it looks like. The Black Cow, it just says cow manure. It does not say the compost. Okay. Yeah, that's composted cow manure. See how you don't see the grittiness in it? Well, you can't feel the grittiness. Hear the grittiness? And this stuff is smooth. So this is true compost. And this is gonna have a lot more nutrients in it, I believe. You know, they say the same amount of nutrients. This is just gonna have more soil in it. Now, it's not necessarily, that ain't good. It's not necessarily that bad of stuff. It's just not near the quality that the Black Cow is. And I'm not a spokesman for either one. No one pays me for it. And it may not be bad to put in your raised bed, because your raised bed does need a certain amount of soil in it. But, you know, it's got a lot of other stuff in it. There's not very much cow manure in this stuff here. And there's a lot of sand in it. So that's what we're doing here. And now let me go show you the different starts that I've got going. Okay, here's the starts that I've done. This is the micro tomatoes. I done a video on that yesterday, showing them. They're still looking good. I did find a little worm on here, so I killed him. This is some of the, now on this part here, this is seeding mix that I use. I don't think it had anything to do with why it did not turn out well. With this one, I went outside. As soon as it started popping up, I took them outside. I think the heat was just too much for them, so it killed a lot of them. You start to see some of these are, you know, falling over. So I'm not ready to blame that. You also see some eating on it, so there's probably a worm somewhere in there. And the worms are really low at that stage. Over here, I did use a different mix. I used a Fox Farm potting soil. You know, it was recommended. I think Christy from Little Salty Homesteader is what she used, and she had good luck with it, she said. So I bought some, and I filled up these 2 trays with it. And this is the brassicas. I did another idea from, I didn't say it right last time, Space Coast Harvest. Talked about using these labels. So I did use the labels for these, so it's easier to read. This is Godzilla broccoli, green magic broccoli, purple magic broccoli, graffiti cauliflower, twister cauliflower, Minuteman cauliflower, the flame star cauliflower. And if you noticed, I got good germination on that, and those are about 1 seed per cell. These I tried to put 2 seeds. Since I didn't get good germination last time, I put 2 seeds per cell on these. This one I just put 1 because I had very few seeds. And if you notice, I got about 2 up on each one of them. So I got really good germination this time, but I have left them inside. Now I'll leave them inside till they get a lot bigger. And like this here is the lettuces. That's why it looks different. And I think I was planting 1 seed per cell on that. So it's Tehama lettuce. So it's supposed to be heat resistant. Over here is my onions, and they're just now starting to come up. That's how they look when they come up. Kind of look funky. I let them grow up, then I'll cut them back 2 or 3 times so that they'll bulb up a little bit bigger. They're still 4 or 5 weeks away from being ready to seed out, which I know that. These I'm kind of keeping sort of outside because of the light system where I got set up. I just got good lights for one of them. The other light's going to put out heat, and it's supposed to cool down later this week, so it should be okay. But I've kind of kept them kind of in the shade. But that's what those look like, and I will be I'll go ahead and spread out the compost because I got several bags of the cheap compost, but it was cheaper. Kind of wonder if I might have made a mistake. But over here is the other raised bed, and I've used it to dump out some of my old seeding mix, and some old carrots have come back, and the tomato plant died over here too. And just a second, let me grab the shovel. See if there's any roots coming in this thing. There is some, but not bad. And I think see, these roots are probably roots from a tree, but they're not all like the other one was the other day. So I think I can add that other stuff to it and it'll be okay. But I just say if I'm going to do a raised bed and it's around a big tree, just go in here sometime, dig it up. If you see a whole bunch of roots coming in, especially after a drought, see I'm starting to get some roots down here, because that's not a root of anything that I've grown in here. That's tree root. So, because what I've had in here is carrots and the tomato plant. That's the only two things I've, whoa, snake. Ribbon snake. Okay, anyway, I won't kill him, but he will get my heart going. So anyway, I'm gonna probably go ahead and dig this in, knock back any roots. It's not bad, but small roots from last year. But I'll dig this up, turn it under, and I'll add some more of the sand and manure and some compost, a little bit of manure. Don't look like much manure in that stuff, but I will put that in here. It should drain well. But I guess if I'm going to do a review of the two, and I bought them, paid for them, Black Cow is a much more better quality than what the other one was. The other one has a lot of sand in it. Now, if you're just going to fill up a raised bed like this, that would not necessarily be bad, because of sand and stuff, it will, you know, help it drain well and all that. But I will say the Black Cow is a lot better quality. But anyway, I'll keep y'all informed and keep y'all updated. One last thing I'm going to show you, and I am going to do a video on the citrus trees that I got in containers later. If I did notice something yesterday, there's one more thing. After I made the video, I looked at the old raspberry, and a good old raspberry has actually started blooming. Got lots of blooms on it. So I don't know if they got time to make it before spring, but that one's got a berry on it. So maybe I'll make some blackberries raspberries. So, you know, I didn't expect that, but there it is. So they're doing well. This here's the beets that's growing out there with them. So, but anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I didn't expect them to put on to next year, but they're putting on some this year. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be doing a video here in a few days on my container citrus. Thanks for watching.